and one of your first was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
And that again was animagic. So you went back to that, to your pioneering technology.
That came in the same time spot with General Electric on their college show and NBC in the afternoon. And
so that's how it became a network show from the beginning.
Yes. And curiously or fortuitously enough, the president of General Electric Housewares Division had worked at a department store in Chicago. And Rudolph, the original story, was written by one of their copywriters. And it was just like a 2-page story. And he remembered that, and he liked the promotion. He was involved in it. And then that little story became the song because the composer of the song and the writer of the story were related by marriage. And that was it. So the song was written at that time.
This was in the 40s, right, when the song was written.
And Gene Autry, a famous cowboy star at that time, recorded it, and it became a hit. And Johnny Marks, who owned the song, was my nearby neighbor in Greenwich Village. So I said to him, that character could be could make a nice Christmas special.
How did you decide to expand the song into the Island of Misfit Toys and all these other characters? How did that come about, the premise?
Again, Jules and myself, with Romeo Muller, wrote a script. And we invented all those characters. Other than everything in there is an invention, along with the main character, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, no one really knew what Rudolph looked like. I mean, all that. And we invented everything that happened in that picture. Johnny would write a song like Holly Jolly Christmas. And we would create the scene in the film to accommodate that song. That was very easy because Burl Ives just sang it in front of a series of shots where they're building a Christmas tree. We're a couple of misfits, he wrote, because we had the situation in the script. Island of Misfit Toys, he wrote, because we had created in the script the toys. That was a dramatic situation that we created, and he wrote the song to complement that. So it was both ways.
Okay.
I had an art studio, still doing commercials. I still had my daytime job, and we designed all the characters, and I drew most of them. Anthony Peters, who worked for me at that time, contributed. He was an artist, cartoonist, and he designed some of the characters. I designed some, and that was how all those characters were created.
Was it different designing them in 2D and then bringing them to life in 3 dimensions as an animagic doll?
Yeah, because you're looking at a flat drawing, and then you have to also create that flat drawing into a dimensional figure.
Would things change as you did that? Would you find out that parts of the flat drawing didn't work?
Yes.
And how would they?
Well, we would collaborate on that. I would be in Japan, and the people making the figures would say, could we try this because we think it'll articulate better and the mouth will move better? And of course, if I was there, I would say yes or no. And I have always liked suggestions. I mean, I please suggest. And I've got much input from suggestions that I've adopted. It's a great way to work with truly creative people. You welcome them, as I said to you before this. Ask me, tell me. I'd like to know what you think. It's really important, and I think an open mind in any creative process is very, very necessary.
We've talked about Burl Ives working with him on Sam the Snowman. Do you have any stories about working with him, or did he come in just to do songs? Obviously, he narrated as well. So.
Yeah, we had recorded the soundtrack for Rudolph with a group of artists, voice artists in Canada. And then we guided them, they saw the pictures. You do the voice track, of course, before you do the animation, but you do the characters and the storyboards. The animation then is synchronized to how they speak. And so we created their voices and told them what we wanted. We hired actors that could do this part or that part. And we had an actor who did Sam the Snowman in our group of actors. And we put the track together with this actor as Sam the Snowman. And afterwards, we realized that we needed and wanted Burl. Contacted him, he said he'd do that. We arranged to have him re-record all those sections. So as it's done today, Rudolph was done with a group in a room, like a radio show. Today you don't do that. The actors come in and do their part and they leave, another actor comes in and does his part, and it's all put together. So we did that for the first time with Burl. He came in and saw the action, saw the storyboard, saw the character, and did his part. We then cut him in and took the other actor out, and we had a star.